any kind of sports he likes, and he is one of the most competitive individuals I know. And I know that because I take after him. I'm the chip and he's the old block. So he's taught me everything I know about sports, and sports is so dear to his heart. So we have a special presentation from the Rhema Eagles and Coach Shockley and Coach Olivia.
Pastor, I know as many people have known through the years, you've played intramurals in all your softball and flag football leagues, but thank the Lord that we know that it was your desire to have a competitive sports program and a collegiate athletic program here, and to be a part of Raymond Bible Training Center. And as athletic director and men's basketball coach, it's been an honor to help fulfill that dream for you and that vision. Over the past 10 years at Rhema, we've had 7 men's national basketball championships, 4 women's national basketball championships. We had a dual golf national championship. We've also had numerous All-Americans in other sports as track, cross country, tennis, soccer, and volleyball, and had many team players who have set national records for the track for the USCA. And so it's been an honor to be a part of that. And in honor of that, I would like to have everyone who has ever participated in the Raymond Athletic Program to please stand up in the audience, coaching or playing. Let's please stand. You can see how many students and people of staff have been a part of this athletic program through the years. I would like now to have Coach Olivia say a word.
Pastor, from the bottom of our heart, thank you for always believing. Thank you for demonstrating how never to quit. I still remember the memory that I first have of Pastor out of the pulpit was in the NRC. He was playing an intramural game. He was head to toe. He had his knee pads on, his knee brace on, his elbow pads, his shoulder pads, his headband, and don't forget he had the goggles on. So this was the afternoon intramural league, and I remember a loose ball going into the stands, and he dove and he took out a whole row of chairs, and we were sitting in the second row. So you talk about a competitive man, but you've taught us how never to quit, how to be competitive, and Pastor, you've taught us how to fight the good fight of faith and to win the fight of faith. And we appreciate you. We love you from the bottom of our heart. You have changed lives for eternity. Thank you.
Thank you, Coach. Thank you, Coach. And we have some players here who helped with the award, but I'm going to have Gabe White. He said, Coach, I got something I got to say, so I'm going to let him say a word.
I just want to say I think his I will not be defeated and I will not quit mentality was exposed the most when it comes to basketball, because he's yelling more than most of the fans are on the sideline, encouraging us and yelling at the refs and whatnot. And I remember a story when he was yelling, he was getting on one of the refs, and the ref got fed up with it and told him that he was going to have to remove him from the gym if he didn't calm down. And of course, Pastor said, "I own this gym. I'll remove you from the gym." So I just wanted to. He's awesome. He's awesome when he's at the games, and he always pumps me up because he's yelling out my name on the sideline when I'm running, and he'll yell my name 10, 15 times until I look at him, and when I finally look at him, he'll just be like,
That's good. Yeah, when Pastor hired me, I thought it was to coach the team, but I actually think it was to coach the intramural team for the pastor's afternoon league, because that was my toughest job, to have them. And they had to win, because if they didn't win, I was ready to get fired, you know. But he had another story similar to Gabe's. I just started coaching. We went to Oklahoma City, and he came over to a game, and there was like 4 people in the stands. It was the girls' game, and he said, he was yelling at the official, and he said, "Where'd you get your official's license? Out of the Cracker Jack box?" And the official stopped the game and came over and said, "Sir, any more comments and you'll be removed from the team." He was pretty quiet after that. But he, his support of athletics is just the same way he plays it. And even Pop Hagen used to be on the front row at the games and sit there and kick and jump and yell, and it was exciting to see that and help fulfill that part of his dream. I've always felt that if Pastor wasn't a pastor, that he would be a coach, and so he's definitely got that motivation and that desire. When we first won the first championship, he wouldn't go in the women's locker room because that was like, you don't go in the women's locker room. But I said, "Coach, it's okay, come on in." Pastor. So he comes running down the hall, and they thought that it was me. And so the girls threw water in his face, and he was already wet, so they went in and dumped the whole bucket on his head. And he got soaking wet. But he was so excited, and so we just appreciate that support. But I do want to say one more thing, and being a coach here has been such a blessing, and I know Coach O the same way. It's just to be a part of it, to extend his desire for that athletic program. And we've had track and cross country and other sports, but as this was family, when I came coaching, the first year I lost my father, and they sent the whole bus of players to my dad's funeral in Arkansas. And then, I met my wife here. Miss Hagen prayed immediately. I met my wife pretty quick, and then they dedicated our baby. And then just this past 2 months ago, I lost a brother, and Pastor called me immediately on the road and called me a couple of times. And to me, he was so much like my father, and I haven't really said it to him too many times, but in so many ways I've enjoyed coaching, but in so many ways you're also like a father to me, and I just appreciate that so much. So we want to present this award to you now. And we have here Gabe White. He's a third-year player. Fua Gaffo is a third-year player also. Nancy Gonzalez is a second-year player on the team, a third-year player on the team. And then Jessica Davis, which she's got the "I cannot be defeated, I will not quit" mentality of Pastor Jessica Davis, and then Coach Olivia. And just to show our appreciation and honor you and the dream that you've had and be a part of that, we want to present you this award here. And it says on the award, it says, "Fulfilling your dream, the Rhema Eagles, I cannot be defeated and I will not quit." Thank you, Pastor.
Thank you, Coach. I appreciate it. Thank you, Coach. Thank you, Coach. Hey, Peanut Butter, how you doing, girl? Bless you. Bless you. I was just asking Nancy 2 games ago, somebody hit her right here, and she had 8 stitches in her face. And then you heard me call little Jessica Peanut Butter. That's her nickname. That girl is all over the court. She is something else on the court. She is a buzzsaw. Man, I'm gonna have to get rid of a bunch of junk to have stuff in my office. Where am I gonna put it? Give me a new deal, I guess.
Amen. Well, anyone knows Pastor knows that one of his dreams was to have a collegiate athletic program. In fact, you think about coming to Raymond, you play basketball, golf, one of the other sports that we have, and we want to welcome you. If you aren't, maybe you're not coming to Raymond, but know someone who is or who wants to come or might actually thinking about coming out, we have a sports program, we welcome you. But really mainly, what he's excited about more about the athletic program is not really the athletes, but what they've done afterwards. I know tonight you heard from Chad Gonzalez, and many of the athletes are now pastors, evangelists, and teachers doing great things all over the world. And another passion of Dad's is racing, and many of you have heard him talk about it.